We had sold one, and we had one canceled, and then it relisted, and it relisted two, and then we sold one, and then it said we still had one left. It was an oversight, but it relisted as a multiple listing, not as a single. Welcome back to Sale Resell Sold. My name is Heather. We're going to do our top 10 today, our flip-flop, and the weird thing that sold this week. We're just going to go into number 10. BDG Urban Outfitters corduroy carpenter pants, men's size large. A 10% offer went out on this and somebody accepted it. I had it listed at $29.88 and it sold for $26.89. I got this at Plato's Closet. Plato's Closet had a free day. One time we went and they didn't charge us for a bag of stuff, which was part of a promotional thing. Profit being $18.36 and it took 41 days to sell. Number 9. Vintage All About Divorce, Mary Blitzert Field, a play and read book with dolls. And it's got like a background, that's what that said. I got this at my library book sale. It was in their free pile and all the other resellers just overlooked it, which probably was smart. There weren't zero comps. There was one sold, but it was just the book. And this one was in the package and it had all the accessories. But still, it was just, it was a weird one. So I just listed it at $49.88. It sat for almost a year. And somebody sent a $25 offer and I took it, sold it on Poshmark and made $20. I mean, that really could have been the weird one, the weird flip this week. Hopefully there's more. Number 8, Disney Park Caribbean Beach Resort Tunic Top, women's size large. I got this at Character Warehouse in Orlando on one of our Disney trips. I paid $30 for it, and it sold for our full asking price of $74.88, so our profit was $26.18. And this was also almost a year. They don't have carts. They do have baskets, but they're like the little, regular shopping baskets. So once you get like 4 or 5 things in there, it's full, and you don't have hands to comp, and you don't, and it's crowded. They let as many people in as they can. Like a lot of rides at Disney, this store also has a queue that you have to wait in. That's why I only buy 1 or 2 of these things. I don't buy 70. Number 7, Disney Star Wars Captain Phasma pin. This was a bundle on Depop. So we've got the Disney Star Wars Captain Phasma pin, and then we have Disney Park Star Wars Yoda pins, lot of 3. They bought 4 pins. They sent a roughly $31.35 offer, which I accepted, making our profit on this $21.72. Because I've had these pins for so long, we don't remember cost of goods. It says listed for 539 days. So these are our very first listings. The very first listings we put in were my large collection of Disney pins. Legacy purchases. My husband said up to 5 years ago, but it could be 10. It's been going to Disney for a long time. Number 6, Vintage Pendleton Virgin Wool Pants Women's Petite 16 Pink Pleated Side Zip Granny Core. My mother-in-law is so thrilled that these sold. She gave these to us to resell. She just thinks this is so neat and wants to give us all her things to resell. And it's like, This was listed for 7 months and there's no cost of goods, and Pendleton's a good name, but there's better things to look out for than these wool pants. I took an offer of $40 on eBay, and after all was said and done, we made $28.05. Number 5, autograph cards, Chef Mickey's, Topolino's, Garden Grill, Cinderella's Royal Table. I had these listed for $40. Somebody paid the full $40 for them. You get these when you go out to eat at character restaurants at Disney World. The characters used to sign autographs, and then they just started making these cards and handing them out at the end of your meal. It just facilitates the dining process. So I get it. And they're cute, but we have a lot of them, and we sell a lot of them. I always call these things free-ish because the cost of character meals at Disney World is outrageous. I'll take the $28.99. It pays for one meal for my grandson the next time he goes. Woo! Number 4, Vintage Orvis Toddler Fishing Chore Barn Coat Jacket Kids 2-3T. How cute is this? So cute. There were no comps, like nothing. There was nothing even close, nothing even in a kid's or a toddler. There was nothing. I picked this up at a Goodwill in Pennsylvania, and I grabbed it so fast. I almost took it to Orvis. We have an Orvis in our area, and be like, can you tell me more? But I don't like going out in my neighborhood. It's heavily touristy. But it was listed for 74 days, and I had it listed for $74.85. Absolutely arbitrary. Someone sent a $55 offer, which I took because why not? Cost of goods was $3.99, and our profit on that was $40.01. Number 3, vintage 90s Stussy corduroy rat boombox hat, cap, green, hip hop's wrap, skate. I was shocked when I found this at the Goodwill retail store by me. I was not the only reseller in there. I was not the only Gen X reseller in there. So I grabbed it. I didn't even comp it. I knew. I remember when I got home, I was pleasantly surprised. 125 was the comp. I went with it. It sat for just over 3 months, which isn't bad. Somebody sent an $80 offer, which I happily accepted because cost of goods was $3. Goodwill be sleeping on that one. So our profit on that was $56.68. Number 2, Rag & Bones Special Edition RB19X Tailored Workwear Jeans, Men's 34 Beige Low-Rise Button Fly Hemp. I remember all the words. Man, we got these for $1 at the dollar sale. It took me forever to find the comps on these, y'all. Special edition made exclusively for Bergdorf Goodman department stores. I must have spent 45 minutes figuring out what these pants were because I wanted to get it right. Couldn't find any on eBay and eventually I think I found one on Poshmark just by putting in all the words that were on the pants. Finally, something came up. The number close to what the sold was, mine was less than the last sold. Somebody sent me a $75. Well, he started at 40. And I was like, no. I think I countered. I countered at like 80 or something. And he came back. He goes, well, I need the measurement of the thigh, the calf, and the ankle, and the knee. I'm like, sure, dude. So we sent that out. And the next day he sent a $75 offer, which I accepted. Cost of goods was $1 at Plato's Closet. And our profit on that was $59. Took 43 days. I know Rag & Bone sells. I know it's popular enough to pick up if it's a right cut. Like, I don't think I'd pick up skinny jeans, but a low-rise button fly in an interesting fabric like hemp. And for $1, I mean, why not? And was the 45 minutes worth it? Yeah, sure. I made $59. I'm excited. I don't know what number 1 is. I thought for sure the Stussy hat was going to be number 1. Here we go. Number 1. Oh, right. I should have known. Special bundle. Okay, so we had somebody reach out and just like ask to bundle all this stuff together. And my cost of goods on almost all of this stuff was pretty low. So unfortunately, I can't individually go through it for you. Some of it I can. And she kept adding stuff. And then after we like set this all up, she came back. She goes, I want this too. And I was just like, you're going to have to submit another one. She's like, you can just throw it in the box. I'm like, but it's already been created and you've already accepted. It's like, it'd have to be deleted and we'd have to start over again. Oh yeah, she wanted free shipping too, which was also fine. So the 31 purse out of my closet, the BCBG Max Azaria, that's like a overnight luggage bag. I paid $8 at Goodwill. I think that Coldwater Creek I got at the bins, the Bible my kid got at Vacation Bible School, the Seinfeld card deck I got at the Dollar Tree, and the dress I was new with tags, and I believe I also got that at Goodwill for like $5 or $6. Whew. So our cost of goods into everything that she bought was $23.50. And so she offered $150 plus free shipping. Shipping wound up being $21. So after it was all said and done, our profit on that was $84.57. And a lot of that stuff had been sitting. So I was perfectly happy to get it out the door and take that money. I think it worked out great. We were iced in when she did this, and she was -40 in Vermont. And I was like, I'm glad we didn't lose power for 4 days, and that was the temperature. We would have died. Yeah, we didn't make a legitimate listing for this. These were screenshots of the things and we just threw it all together. So we'd have something in case she wanted to come back and say she didn't get A, B, or C. So we just have a little bit of something as resellers to say, here, this is what she agreed to. She knew what she was getting. And that's what was sent. So there you have it. That's our top 10. It was a pretty good week as we recover from that insane ice storm. Flip-flop. Lego City. Construction digger. This was weird. So we had multiples of this. What it was is Walmart sometimes sells these multi-packs of Lego sets and they're super cheap when you could find like that. I think there was 3 sets and it was $20 and I bought multiples of them, some to resell new in the box. And then some, my youngest son and I like to have Lego building competitions and we will take the same set and we will race each other to see who can get done first. He's faster than me. Spoiler alert. He's won every time. So we had multiples and we had a cancellation on one and then it got relisted, but it relisted as a multiple listing, not as a single. Because we had sold one and we had one canceled and then it relisted 2, and then we sold one and then it said we still had one left. And this was in the same day, I think. We sold it. It was crazy. It was an oversight. But one we couldn't have foreseen. We didn't know that eBay would just, when we relisted it, it would relist both of the items, even though there was only one left because we had sold one. So, I mean, that's just something to look out for if you've got multiple quantity listings, if something cancels or whatnot. So it's not necessarily a flip-flop, but it was, I hate that. I hate having to message somebody and saying, hey, due to a glitch. We offered them a different set. There was a tractor that also came. So it was a backhoe, a tractor, and another little set. And we offered them that if they wanted to purchase the tractor or if they wanted to cancel, and they wanted to cancel. So we chose buyer wants to cancel. That's how that played out. Our eBay still seemed to slow down a little bit after that. Let's see. Again, with the underpants, I buy kids' underpants anytime I see them on clearance for a good price. I grab them. They sell all the time. Now this is a weird one. Now this has been in my closet for years. I don't even know if there's Aveda stores anymore. Our mall had an Aveda for a while, and this must have been a gift with purchase because I never would have paid money for this. But this Aveda Gift of Hope Tagua nut hair, accessory. It had been listed for 15 days and it sold for full asking price of $15. This is one rubber band for a ponytail with 3 carved seeds. Yeah. Check your bathroom cabinet and see if you have one of these. This sold super fast. We've already got positive feedback. She's super happy with it. Okay. What else we got here? Oh, this stinking belt. You guys, this belt has been listed for over 2 months. Lucky brand tooled belt, leather. It's super cute. I got it at Goodwill for $3. And I kid you not, I sold this on Depop. Now, I accepted an offer. I sold it close to 10 times in 1 week. And somebody's going to have to cough up the money. I took a $14 offer. I took an $18 offer. I took several $16 offers. It was like, please, somebody. So finally, somebody paid for it. It's like, what the heck? All right, let's see what's going on this week. We had 33 orders. We had a gross profit in sales of $1,100, and our net profit is $632. Our net average is $1,916, which is higher than normal for us, and our net median is $1,434. eBay 66%, Poshmark at 25%, and Depop at 7-ish. Most of the stuff came out of our personal closet, followed by the Goodwill retail. Now, this month, I've been trying to go to the bins every day. There was a substantial lull as my son and his girlfriend and their babies are living with us still, although they try to find a place. So it's hard to get out the door. I've managed to go 3 times now. I've taken a bin to Once Upon a Child and a bin to Plato's closet, and I have made back quite a bit of the money I spent on the first 3 trips that I made. I've got several more trips to take out. My Once Upon a Child will only accept 1 bin at a time, and it has to be under a certain size. Our Plato's closet will take pretty much any size tub. I just need to work on what I'm sourcing style-wise. That's our week. That's what happened. Well, y'all have a good week. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.